All right, today is February the 27th, 2016. We're watching the Northeast Pacific Water Vapor Loop, and there are no less than 6 low pressure centers in this pinwheel going around counterclockwise. We have 6 different low pressures within this pinwheel. This is a rapidly intensifying hurricane force storm right here. And we can see that there's a transmitter right here. If we take a look at the water vapor loop, we can, or the IR loop, we can see that heat there is going to separate this rapidly developing storm from what's happening over here. We have another low right here, and we've got one up here, and there's a few others. If we go to the surface analysis map right here, we can see that what's going on. We have that rapidly intensifying storm here. We've got a developing storm down here. There's 2 lows, and then we have 4 more up here. 4 different lows, and just a lot of things going on. And also we have this persistent high pressure right here. This is the 10th day right here. This is California. Actually, this high extends all the way from off of California all the way up to nearly up to the Canadian border right here. All that high pressure, and that's going to block this cold front for our area here in Los Angeles. Down here is where we're looking right here. That's LA, and today we had a lot of aerosol spraying in the skies. Currently at 7:30 p.m. The conditions are we have 60 degrees for the temperature. We have a 59% relative humidity. We've got a dew point of 46 degrees, and the barometric pressure is dropped to 29.97. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on here. We've got all of these low pressures spinning around in a pinwheel pattern. This is the one that we're going to keep our eye on right here. Let's go back to the. This is the water vapor loop. We can see right here. This is what we're looking at. That rapidly developing hurricane force storm. And of course, this will be blocked just like this huge front here. This will develop, and then this high pressure that's been installed off of California and the entire West Coast will probably intensify. So the next day or two, I think we will continue to see aerosols because we have a very large cold front and a lot of moisture moving in to the West Coast, despite the fact that they've got high pressure parked right here. That's still going to wind a lot of moisture through the area, as we can see here. So let's go to the IR map, and we can see there are some bands of moisture moving in to central and southern California, and that's why those planes were out spraying the skies again today. All right, this is here's the western U.S. water vapor loop. We can get a better view of what's happening here in Southern California. We had a lot of pockets of moisture moving over the area, and a lot of chemtrail spraying, and that will stop the rain, and that's what they're doing. Now it's a different story up here in Oregon and Northern California and Washington. Even though they're spraying up here too, but even though that's being sprayed, the rain is still so strong that it's still raining up there. They're getting a lot of rain up there. And look at the size of this storm here. That's a huge system. Take a look at this in the infrared loop. It's a very large front, a lot of rain. A lot of rain in this area right here. Okay, here's the surface map once again. And we can see that there are 2 lows in that giant system. We've got a 961 and a 964 millibar, 2 lows spinning around. And these are going to move to the west. We've got a low indicated. There's 3 lows here. This one will move back towards the east. This here is supposed to move towards the northeast, and same with this one. So we're going to keep an eye on all this. The only way they're going to block all this weather is to continue to keep this high pressure pumped up. There are 1,024 millibar here, and that will probably strengthen over the next day or so to keep all this weather offshore. Okay, here's the MODIS today. This is the color satellite map showing the chemtrail activity over the Southern California region. We can see that Los Angeles is right here in the center, right there. And we had a lot of chemtrail activity. We can see the trails. Here's a long one right here. They're just running all through the area here. Let's pan up a little bit. You can see a lot of chemtrail haze right here. And there's some natural clouds mixed in. But most of this stuff is all chemtrail mixed, this dirty white stuff. Okay. Now if we go offshore, we can actually see some real clouds. Stuff here. But right here we have some chemtrail mix right here. Okay. If we pan down offshore, we can get an idea of what's going on. Here, let's pan over. This is all real clouds. Now here's some chemtrail mix right here. As we move into Baja Peninsula. Okay. All right. Okay, we can see some trails here as well. All right, let's take a look at the, this is the southwest infrared loop. We can see the Southern California area in Baja. There was moisture moving through the area. You can see that pretty well there on the IR loop. Okay, next, let's take a look at the sea level pressure. We can see that high pressure that is persistent right here. That has been 10 days now. We've had high pressure parked right off the right over California and blocking all this weather. It's the 10th day. Okay, here is the 500 millibar. We can see some area of low pressure down here, and we can see some ridges up here. We've got a lot of weather right up here. Very powerful storms offshore right there. And the 300 millibar, pretty much the same story. Got a little bit of low pressure indicated here. And that's pretty much the report for today. It'd be nice to be able to report some rain on the way, but they are going to continue to block everything, it looks like, because there's so many low pressures. We've got a developing hurricane force storm right here. And this is just going to continue to swirl around in a pinwheel pattern, as far as I can tell, based on what these pressure maps are showing us. So we'll go ahead and post this, and we'll do another update tomorrow, Sunday. Okay, that's it.